Hello Libra, welcome to your weekly reading for May 15th to the 21st. This is for Libra, Sun, and Rising, and if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific in your reading. Libra, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to my readings. I made a video, I'll put the link up somewhere up there if you want to get deep in that and see why astrology and tarot go hand in hand. So, Libra, this week, wow, big week, okay? This is the big week. All right, you're about to go through one of the most transformative periods in a long time. All right, so the big thing that's happening, Jupiter's moving into Taurus. All right, and this is great. Jupiter's been in Aries all year long. All right, so a lot of Libras, you've had a lot of activity in partnerships, whether work or whether in love. All right, so the past year, think about that. And now Jupiter's moving into Taurus, so now we're moving into your 8th house. Okay, your 8th house is all about death and rebirth. It's all about transformation. You're moving into a big new place in your life. Okay, transformative year for you, Libra. Really transformative year. What's really interesting is the 8th house also rules other people's money, and it does rule when I say other people's money, think about other people's resources. So it could be inheritance, it could be investment, it could be your partner, their income. They make a lot of money, or you actually met someone and you're moving in together, and that doubles your income. Like, think in terms of that, bonuses, commission, so anything but salary. Even like paying off debts. It also, interestingly enough, I think I brought this up in your last reading, but with the fact that Jupiter's moving into your 8th house. The 8th house also does rule sex, and then Pluto moving into Aquarius happened for you in your 5th house, which there's sex there too, procreation. A lot of y'all could be having kids very soon. So, Libra, this is a really big week because not only is Jupiter moving into Taurus, and Taurus is all about values, it's all about comfort and stability, right? And we have a new moon in Taurus 3 days later, so that really amplifies what's happening this week. So I call it the luckiest week of the year. It's just this new moon in Taurus. The new moon's in Taurus, the sun's in Taurus, Jupiter's in Taurus, Mercury's in Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus. There's so much activity in Taurus. You are going through some profound changes, all right? You'll be feeling them, all right? So I want you to keep that in mind. There could have been some changes with your career. We had Venus and Mars and Cancer in your 10th house of career. So there could have been some shifts, especially after that eclipse that we had last week. A lot of y'all maybe moved jobs, maybe started your own business, did something differently in terms of your career, because that eclipse was in your 2nd house, okay? And that does rule salary, all right? So there could have been something like, just think new. Y'all, I'm not joking. You're going through a very transformative year this year, okay? And all for the better, because remember, Jupiter is the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, profit, expansion. So keep that in mind. And the other thing that's happening this weekend is Mars is going into Leo. Ooh, shoot. And that's really great because that's actually, it's very powerful. It's a very powerful placement, but it's also... I'm just gonna keep shuffling. Those were great cards. I'll let you know if they show up in your thread. So they're very powerful placement. Mars, very fiery. Leo, super fiery. Okay, and this is all in your 11th house. You are going to big message coming through. There's some sort of you're celebrating something. It's clear as day. A lot of Libras are going to be celebrating something, whether it is you got a new job, or whether you moved to a new home, or whether you got engaged or got married or had a kid. There is something of that nature coming up. But even so, we'll talk about Mars going into Leo next week a little bit more. One other thing that I'm just going to point out this week, Pluto is being really naughty, all right? Pluto is a very powerful planet, even though it's a dwarf planet, very powerful, okay? And so there's going to be, there may be some power struggles this week, but we'll see if that comes up in your reading. And that could be with like a boss, it could be with, a neighbor, landlord, realtor, your partner. But at the end of the day, it's really, really just we're gonna get through it if that comes up, if it shows up in your reading, okay? But at the same time, just be very excited about all these changes that are happening for the good, okay? You're moving into a period where things are going to be very transformative, again, with Jupiter being there. So let's go ahead and get started, Libra. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of May 15th to the 21st. Again, this is for Libra Sun and Rising. And if for anyone who knows your birth chart, yeah, absolutely, you can read for your moon, you can read for your Venus, you can read for anything that anything that resonates with you and that you would like a lot more clarity on. So let's go ahead and get started, Libra. You know how I said earlier that I was getting that message you're celebrating something? There you go. In the heart of your spread, you got the Three of Cups, the card of celebration. Okay, so Libra, if I remember correctly, your reading last week was the best one that you've had ever. It was your best weekly reading. Libra, you're amazing. I love you. And the sun is going into Gemini at the end of the weekend. We're going to talk about that next week too, but that's going to affect you big time because you are fellow air sign, but that's we're moving into Gemini season. But let's go ahead and get started here. Libra, wow, okay, this is cool. Let's get started. 9 of Wands in your past. All right. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this card because this card is basically just saying, sure, you've gone through it. There's been a lot of things that happened. I'm not surprised. This card is a card that will come up after something as big as a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, mind you, which is really intense. So you definitely have been going through it, but this is all about resilience, okay? This is all about saying, the universe keeps throwing you all these things. You just keep batting them away, all right? You can see the little soldier boy. He's got gauze on his head. He's a little bit wounded, but he's still standing his ground. In fact, he's standing in front of the wands. He's protecting his wands. No one's going to take anything away from him, all right? The wands, all about your passions here, all right? Ideas, creativity, but it's also work-related, enterprise, job, career, whatnot. So this is really absolutely great because you earned it. And so there you go. You got the Three of Cups. This is all about celebration. This is all about joy. You see the three sisters here toasting. They're dancing. This is great. They're celebrating. This is a card of sisterhood and brotherhood too. Really just, just celebrating with these people that you love. All right. This is going to be a week where some of y'all may celebrate something, or you're on to there's something that you are going to be celebrating. All right, so I really love that for you, especially because 3 is all about growth and advancement, but it's also creation. 3 is all about creation. All right, so it could be something new that's happened, again, like new job or a new baby or a new home or new promotion or new. Do you see where I'm going with this? Right, like so. This is absolutely really, really, really great. Now, you did get the Tower, but the Tower came in your challenge area. So there is something that with the 9 of Wands in your past, there is something that if you haven't, some Libras, something could have happened where you still haven't gotten over it. I want you to find this time to really come to terms with it, okay? Don't let anything block your 3 of Cups energy, okay? And also, the Tower is the card of like this chaotic, destructive moment that happens, all right? But it's not, it comes out of nowhere. Again, I'm not surprised with, that major lunar eclipse that we had last week. But this is just saying, because it came in your challenge area, the other thing is, if something needs to, you need to take care of it. Let's take care of it. If you see something coming and you're just like, oh, I'm going to turn the other way. No, face it. Remember I said Pluto is really naughty this week, okay? And you do not want to be controlled by Pluto, all right? But basically, if there's anything that you're fearing, if there's any anxiety that you have about something that may be coming up or something that you're just experiencing right now, head on, okay? Head on. Let's take care of it. Okay, nip it in the bud. All right, because you don't want like fear or anxiety or doubt or any of that to control you, right? You own those emotions, all right? You own them, all right? So just keep that in mind, because the tower, it did come in your challenge area. And again, some of y'all may have already experienced something where it was just like, that was really hard. And it's for some Libras, it could be like you still feel like a little bit of a sting of it, or for some Libras you still just can't get over it. But right, it's, remember, you're going through a transformational year, all right, a good one, okay? And the tower moment, it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, okay? And so it's actually, it's a great card because it comes, the star comes after it. You may not see it as favorably at the moment, but it was actually like the best thing for you, all right? Now, you did get the King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so the King of Cups came up in your crown. I love this. All right, so the King of Cups is very, very Scorpio. All right, so speaking of, coming out of that full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio, King of Cups is very intuitive. He's very psychic. He's also like the most loving king. All right, Cups, right? So emotions and love and even wonderment, but it's also being on top of your emotions. All right, you see his throne on top of water, literally on top of water. Okay, that's how emotionally stable he is. Nothing can knock him off his throne. All right, I really love that. You got that, and then you also got the Nine of Pentacles. So the fact that you have the King of Cups in your crown saying all you want to do is just be emotionally stable this week, after like some of these just really fighting for what going through some enduring some moments that were just like, oh, like, but you were standing your ground, right? And I love that for you. And then now with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like all that you want is this just everything, abundance. All right, Nine of Pentacles, you can see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. All right, so this is abundance, this is love, this is everything. First of all, your ruling planet is Venus. Okay, so I love the fact that this came up in your reading. Also, it's a message coming through is, for a lot of Libras, it's like you've come into, like I said, some of y'all have started something new, or there is something new, okay? And it's like, with this coming up in the root of your spread, coming after the Nine of Wands, it's two nines you have here, okay? So it's almost like, nine, when you think about the tree of life, it's almost like it's like that foundation, and you're coming and it's like 9 comes before 10, right? It's completion, right? But not total completion yet. You're so close, right? And then, but this 9 is just like, you have all that abundance, and it's just, you've made it. All right, you see that there's a lot of financial independence. She's feeling free, she's feeling great, she has all this abundance around her. Look at her harvest. So a lot of y'all are feeling that, all right? This abundance in your life, or will this week, especially because you do have something to celebrate and you worked hard for it. And the reason why I say that is because she earned her spot here, okay? Nothing was handed to her. She worked her way up. She earned all this abundance, all right? It's showing here. It's showing here. Now, you see that little snail in the corner, all right? I feel like you got this. But let's, snail in the corner, all right? The snail, not only is that indicating that, you slow and steady, you earned it, okay? But also, remember what I said about that independence? Like, snails carry their own home, right? Self-sufficiency. A lot of y'all are feeling it, experiencing it, will experience it, will have it, and a lot of y'all just want it, all right? And you're going to get it. You got the Knight of Wands. This is really amazing. This is a week of just, wow, a lot of feels, especially with the Wands and the Cups. And then you have the Pentacle. You didn't get any swords, so there's it's really interesting because the swords are the mental suit, and rules, Libra, but you didn't have any here. So that's if I were to say anything, is because of the Tower in your challenge area. Just if there is, again, anything that you have to overcome in terms of something like a power struggle, or something that you feel like just not connecting with, and something you have to, like a fear that you have to face or whatever, use go up here a little bit, right? And use some of that intellect that, because Libra, y'all are so sharp. You're so balanced. You're so fair minded. Use some of that energy. But the Knight of Wands in your future, boom, boom, boom. This is just going for it. This is going. I mean, look at that horse rearing up. And I mean, this is double fire, by the way. All right. So you do see that, well, the Knights are very active. They're fire. All right. Wands are fire. So we have double fire here. Okay. Very Sagittarius energy. I really love this for you in your future. All right. So very transformational as well. Again, wands are your passions and a lot of work related matters, but a lot of travel too. Some of y'all could be traveling actually in the future. There's a lot of travel elements involved with this card, but even still, it's really just like nothing's going to stop you now. All right. That's what I love about you, Libra. You got the Nine of Wands, all that resilience, celebration card, and then boom, going with all these passions, whether it's something new in your life or something that you just really want to just, your path to enlightenment, your goals, your passions. Like, this is absolutely amazing. Okay. Now, Libra, let's get to your stuff. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. I never hear enough for Libras. I always want to know what's going on with, I love it when, I love hearing it when people leave messages like, I got a new job, or I just got married. Like, I love hearing that. It's so great. And if you, by the way, if you are a subscriber, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being here. You really, really make my day. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I am very grateful and appreciative. So Libra, let's get, okay. Yep. Okay, you're good, and you need to face some of your truth. Okay, with that tower. All right, that's what I want you to do. It's funny that I mentioned that. Okay, let's go. Let's get started. There you go. You got the Seven of Wands. All right. Here's that power struggle. There may be someone this week. There could be a couple people this week, whether you moved into a new job, and it could be new colleagues. It could be, a relationship. It could be family members. There could be a sense of you defending everything that you've worked hard for. Okay? It's clearly showing. You've earned it. You've earned it. You've been resilient. Like, you've had that balance as being emotionally stable, really just feeling good, celebrating. But this is saying this week there could be some people that are, trying to, knock you off the hill here. All right. So this is all about standing your ground. This is all about valor. All right. This is drawing a line in the sand when you need to. Okay. And it's really the back off card. It's like, back off. I got this. I worked hard for this, but nicely. All right, nicely. Seven of Wands comes after the victory card, so it's victorious. And when someone is victorious, someone gets a lot of attention. Sometimes other people get jealous. All right, and this could even be with for some of y'all, it could be, especially toward the weekend, with Mars going into Leo in your 11th house. It could even be just like social media trolls, if that makes sense. If that resonates with you, that's because it's almost, like little, like if you post something like really cool or something great, and then there's all these trolls that say like negative things or whatever. Like, it could be like as minor as that, just like, what are you doing? Like, delete, right? But it's really just standing your ground, and he is victorious. So did you see how I was really excited to just get together? Like, this is amazing. When I say you're good, you're good. You just got the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So, Ten of Pentacles came after the Knight of Wands. It's in your external factors area. Boom. All right? This is your kingdom come. This is, when I say, like, you made it, like, you made it. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Now you got the Ten of Pentacles. You made it. There is going to be a sense of you feeling prosperity, success. I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point. You see that the Pentacles are, it's raining money, basically, in the form of the Tree of Life. That's how significant this card is. This card is all about, security and again, like I said, prosperity, but also it's a lot of comfort here. All right? You see the old man with the couple and the young child. I mean, that's 3 generations of play. So for a lot of y'all, it'll be family related. There's a lot of movement in your family, especially with Pluto having gone into Aquarius. It's a big thing for you. It's in your 5th house, okay? And that's pleasure, all right? That's love, that's family, that's children. And then this is also all about, that security energy is like really big, okay? So you're good. You're absolutely good. And when I say you're moving into this new, like, you're good. You're absolutely good. I'm very excited for you. Actually, your reading last week was your best reading. This is just like proving that you're on this trajectory. Is that the right word? You're ascending. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for you. 10 of Pentacles, there you go. And like I said, with the Pentacles, well, I don't know if I said it earlier, but it is money and wealth, all right? It is Pentacles. But think about Pentacles, they are earthbound, all right? So this is also your physical reality. And that's why I say like family, and it can be relationships, and it can be, your home environment, and, everything that's involved with that. But there you go. So what's really, really, really crazy is that you had this in your last reading, didn't you? You did. Remember how I started off the reading, or your reading, saying that a lot of y'all had moved into new partnerships, or that has been a thing for you? Well, you just got the card of partnerships. Libra, I mean, come on. This is really amazing. A lot of y'all have moved into new relationships or partnerships, again, whether work or career related, or whether love, home, romance related. So that's amazing. And there's this, I mean, this is the true love card. This is the twin flame card, the soulmate card, 2 becoming 1. You see the caduceus, between them. I explained this, it's the 2 serpents around the rod, Kundalini, right? Going throughout your 7 chakras to all the way up to your crown, to divineness. Like it's 2 becoming 1. I love that energy, and a lot of y'all just really want that now, all right? And if you've gotten into a new relationship, it's just the fact that it's all you want is for this to work out, and it's amazing. And if you're single, hey, listen, this is you better go out there. You better go out there. All right. Make it happen. Make it happen. This is a great time for y'all. It's a great time for y'all. And then lastly, you got the 7 of Swords. So this is the only swords card that you pulled up. Remember, I said you got no swords in your main staff. And, a little bit of me was like concerned. It was like, oh, that's weird. They should, it'd be great if they had a sword. And that's why I said, if you have any fears that you have to face, if there's anything that you have to face, or if there's any power struggles, like, go up here. Be a little bit like mentally alert, have that clarity. Now, with the 7 of Swords coming up in your final outcome, you must face your truths, all right? You must face your truth, all right? No looking back, all right? It's all about moving forward. Remember, that's what I said for you. It's all about moving forward. This is, you see, he's actually looking back too, all right? So no looking back, moving forward, all right? Facing all your truth to move forward, all right? So if there's something, especially with a tower in your challenge area, if there's something that you know that you need to face, head on, okay? I said that like way in the beginning, just face it head on, all right? You'll feel a lot better about yourself. And it might be a little hard. It might be, the tower is an explosive card, right? But you'll feel a lot better after you do it, all right? You'll feel so much better if there's some truth that you have to face, all right? You want to be able to, move forward without having any sort of like doubt or regret or guilt or anything, or anxiety, like any of those like low energy emotions, like really facing your truth. But it's also saying, and I'm not getting a big energy about it, but for some Libras it may resonate that someone could be doing something like sneaky behind you, like very underhanded, very like behind the back, like kind of like maybe lying to you about something, or stealing from you in a weird way. But I'm not really getting that energy, but it could be possible, especially with the 7 of wands here, okay? It could be possible, especially because those are 2 sevens, and it is all about desire. But let's just clarify that then. Yeah, you're fine. Oh my goodness, Libra. Libra. I'm gonna fall out of my chair. Look at what you're doing to me. Libra, you once you face your truths, you're golden. You got the chariot. You're golden, okay? If there's someone doing something behind your back, but it's a thing, and it's not even behind your back. You would know it. He's stealing these swords in broad daylight, okay? So you would know. And that's why I'm saying face your truth. If it's you, if it's something that you're trying to just, no, take it up, face it, all right, and just have that moment, because you don't want to take that energy with you into this new chapter in your life, right? And then if it's someone that's doing something around you, underhanded, or doing something a little off around you, you can confront them, all right? Because once you do that, you got the chariot, all right? Now, the chariot is all about moving forward, okay? He is someone that has found that willpower, that self-determination to move forward from any obstacles holding him back, any obstacles, okay? And so once you face those truths, okay, you're going to be fine. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you that is absolutely mind-blowing here, 777. You got 3 sevens. And so why is this so significant? Is if you're into numerology, you would know that 2023 is the year of 7, all right? And 7 is very significant. You can think about the lucky 7. You can think about, the 7 chakras. 7 is a significant number, and I'm not going to go too deep into it, but 7 is all about introspection, okay? It's all about introspection, going within to find that valor, to stand up for what you believe in and for what you fought hard for and for what you earned, going within to face those truths that you need to face, and then going within to move forward from anything that was holding you back, any obstacles that you've maybe facing. There you go. You're golden. You're golden. Libra, you're golden. You just need that's, if there's anything this week, it's facing your truth, but you got a lot to celebrate. You got the 10 of Pentacles with a Knight of Wands. You're just face anything. Again, I said this week, Pluto's being naughty. There may be some power struggles, but as long as you not hide from anything, you're going to be golden. You're going to be golden. All right, Libra. So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you're not a commenter, I love emojis. I love emojis, even the most random ones. Like, those are the ones that make me smile. I love getting those. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I am truly grateful, and I am very appreciative. So thank you so much, and I will see you next week. All right, bye, Libra.